The stock market. Dog wakes up to scary news. TV says market's up 500 points. Dog blinks. Dow drops 3%. Dog blinks again. Confused. Dog tilts head, stares at screen like it just growled. Next thing you know, dog's out in the yard, frantically digging holes, shoving apples into the dirt. Too risky. Apples not safe. Squirrels control numbers now, he mutters. Somewhere in his golden brain, dog decides Wall Street, Berkshire's Squirrel Casino. And squirrels? Not to be trusted. Meanwhile, across the yard, human opens a stock app, sees green line go up. I'm a genius, they whisper. Next day, red line go down. It's broken, they whisper louder. Human just lost $200 betting on a company that sells socks with Bluetooth. They don't know what the company does. They just saw a Reddit post and thought the chart looked happy. Now the chart looks depressed. Human is confused. Dog is confused. Everyone blames market mood. So here's the thing. Stock market, not magic, not mind reading, not controlled by squirrel cult. It's actually a bunch of trees. Not metaphorically. Okay, yes, metaphorically. But listen, imagine an apple tree market. Each stock is a tree. You don't buy the whole tree, you buy a leaf. That leaf is called a share. The tree grows apples. If it's a good tree, those apples are profits. Sometimes the tree gives you some apples just for holding a leaf. That's a dividend. Sometimes the tree grows taller, and other dogs want leaves too. So your leaf becomes valuable. Simple, right? Now picture this. Golden Retriever walks through the market forest. There's a shiny bone tree. Dog loves bones. Tech stock, whispers the wind. Then a tennis ball tree. Crypto, whispers a squirrel in sunglasses. Finally, there's a sad stick in a pot, labeled Hot Tip from Neighbor. Dog sniffs. Dog invests. Dog regrets. Sometimes the tree doesn't grow. Sometimes it's not even a tree. It's just a stick pretending. That's why we need to break this down properly. What is the stock market? Why does it bounce like a squeaky toy in a blender? How do you know if you're investing or just chasing squirrels in a circle? Time to learn the truth, because sniffing the wind is not a strategy, and burying your apples in panic won't make them grow. Let's explain how this whole mess actually works. So dog, and maybe you, can stop panicking every time the news says Dow. Nay, dog thought he could beat the market. All he needed was fast paws, sharper instincts, and 5 YouTube videos about day trading secrets. For 3 hours, dog barked at candles, chased patterns, and bought stock in a company because the chart looked like a belly rub. By the end of the day, dog had less leaves, more confusion, and a sore tail from running in circles. Turns out, even human experts mess it up. Most can't beat the market. The ones who say they do? Usually just lucky dogs in fancy suits. Real investing? It's not about being fast. It's about not freaking out every time a squirrel screams, "Sell!" Dog noticed something strange. Sometimes a stock would go up for no reason. No new apples, no better trees. Just more barking. Everyone barking at the same stock. Dog joins in. Now it's worth double, but it's still the same boring apple. This is not magic. It's the herding effect. FOMO, financial bark storm. When enough dogs chase the same toy, it looks valuable, even if it's just a squeaky slipper. Price goes up because more dogs are excited, not because the tree actually grew. And when the barking stops, price drops. Slipper stays a slipper. One day, market goes down. Like, really down. Dog panics, digs up all his investments, sells everything, buys chew toys. Says, safer. Next month, market recovers. Trees bloom. Leaves worth more again. Dog stares at his pile of soggy toys. Tail droops. History says, market goes up long term. But brain says, maybe this time it won't. That voice? That's the panic gremlin. It's loud during crashes. But crashes are part of the seasons. Apples fall. Trees shake. But forests grow back. If you don't burn them down every time the wind blows. Dog finally learns something deep. When he buys a share, he's not just gambling, he's owning. It's like adopting a tree, one leaf at a time. If he buys stock in Apple, He's technically a tiny, invisible CEO. He doesn't make decisions, but he's part of the family now. When company makes money, dog gets some. That's a dividend, not magic, not gift. It's just dog being paid for holding a piece of the orchard. He puts on a tie, tells his squirrel neighbor, "I own apple." Squirrel rolls eyes. But dog feels powerful, and that's kind of beautiful. But dog still wonders how to pick the right tree. What if he's wrong again? Enter the Dog Park Fund, also known as the Index Fund. Instead of betting on one squirrel to win the race, dog bets on all of them. The fast ones, the slow ones, the weird ones doing flips. It's not flashy, it's not thrilling, but it works. Index fund is the leash that keeps dog from running into traffic. Market might go up and down, but dog is strapped to the whole thing. Less barking, more napping, which, honestly, is the dream. Dog finally gets it. Not all trees grow fast. Not all bark is signal, and not every chart needs to be chased. So dog does the unthinkable. He buys a few good trees. Index trees, apple trees, trees that survived squirrel attacks and leaf storms. Then he naps. Not metaphorically, literally. Dog digs a cozy hole, curls up, and sleeps through the noise. The market dips. Dog dreams. The market rises. Dog rolls over. Dividends fall like gentle rain. Dog snores. 10 years pass. Dog wakes up with grey whiskers and a peaceful tail wag. He digs where he left his shares. The tree? Massive. Apples everywhere. Enough to share. Enough to howl. While dog was dreaming of pizza and clouds, his money was busy doing dog yoga and growing fruit. No rocket science. No chart voodoo. Just patience. And not panicking when squirrels screamed, "Recession!" Across the yard, Chihuahua did things differently. Chihuahua jumped in and out of stocks every week, bought high, sold low, followed TikToks, flipped coins, invested in emotion-powered blockchain fish. Now Chihuahua has one shriveled raisin and 6 regrets. He growls at the apple tree. Dog offers him an apple. Chihuahua declines. Says he's waiting for the next dip. Dog nods respectfully, but then eats the apple himself. Here's the moral. You don't need to outsmart the market. You need to outnap it. Stocks aren't slot machines. They're trees. Loud barking doesn't make them grow faster. Digging them up every week doesn't help either. The market rewards the lazy, the patient, the ones who buy a tree, water it with calm, and ignore squirrel drama. So next time someone says you should sell, ask them this. Do trees care about your feelings? No. They care about sun, time, and not being screamed at. Investing is weird, but not that weird. If dog can do it, with 0 math and 1 brain cell, you probably can too. Just don't chase every squirrel. And maybe bury your apples somewhere safe. Then nap. A long, peaceful nap. Because sometimes doing less is what grows the tree.